Robin, to you, that particular question. I think Harbhajan made a valid point saying that, that Australian team actually dominated for a very long time. And that's a point very well taken. And I'm not comparing this Indian team to that extent because, they haven't really done that sort of a performance so far. But if I was to just compare that 2007 campaign of the Australian team, which probably was the most dominant by any team, and this campaign by the Indian team, do you see parallels, or do you see this Indian team even go one step further in terms of their dominance?
Well, I think this one's been very clinical, to be very honest, because we didn't have a great 2007 World Cup. I didn't personally watch any of the other games. I don't even remember. I knew Australia won it at some point, but
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I wasn't following it too much.
I was there at the World Cup, and even I don't remember too many performances after the Indian team got knocked out. But so for me, just in the fact that they won all games.
Yeah, as in, I think, they were clinical and they were a very strong side. And, they, at that point, they were also a team that had a few injuries before the World Cup, and a couple of them missed out, but still they performed well. If you go back 6-8 months, right? And if you look at our Indian team and the fact that, we keep talking about why Shami didn't play all the games, or why hasn't he played right from the beginning. But if you go back about 6, 8, 10 months ago, we as a team were going through a lot of injuries. A lot of the personnel within this group were going through injuries, recovering from injuries, coming back into the side, and there were a lot of doubts. But we always knew that if these guys are fit and they play to their potential, they are a world-beating side. And that's what we've actually experienced here today, or at least not just today, but through this tournament. We've experienced a world-beating side playing to its potential. And a team like this is going to be very hard to stop if they play for each other and they are playing together as a unit. And you see that happening from the outside. We see a little tidbits from the outside about, how someone's given the best fielder. But there'll be so many other small details that are going on within this group that will be so enjoyable in holding this team together. It will probably be just a conversation away to find out, what are the things that's going on within the group. And, when Virat did that interview today, speaking about how he and Shreyas have been batting together in match simulations and then playing the spin against spin. And then Virat reminded Virat reminded Shreyas of that during the course of this inning, saying that, hey, all the work we put in there at that point, this is the time that we bring it to fruition. A lot of those little things, brings up a lot about how they've worked well together as a team and how within a group they've held themselves together beautifully. And here you got to give credit to someone like Rohit Sharma, because what he's done, I think, as a captain, a lot like, say, a Saurav Ganguly did or an MS Dhoni did, is he's met people where they are, he's met the talent where they are, and he's elevated them and given them the chance to thrive. And I think credit isn't given enough to him as a leader in this group, in the sense of, look at the changes that he's brought. We were talking up in the mid-show where, he should bring a spinner on early just in case the dew comes on, and then he shouldn't delay bringing a spinner on. And you saw within the first 10 overs, Jadeja was bowling, and sure enough, he ends up with 5 wickets at the end of the, with a 5 at the end of the match. So, these cues that we are easy to, like cricketers or probably anyone from the outside is easy to analyze. To be able to do it under pressure in the moment takes a lot of gumption, a lot of kind of smarts and wits about yourself. And that just shows the kind of place that Rohit is in mentally. And a lot of credit must be given to him for making this team what it is.
Okay, one final question from Harbhajan before we let him go. He needs to go to our sister channel, Aaj Tak. Harbhajan, because Robin just spoke about Rohit Sharma, do you think, and I'm going to take another player's name here, Jasprit Bumrah and Rohit Sharma, because, if you take a look at the wickets column, Jasprit Bumrah is not going to feature there. If you're going to look at the runs column, maybe there'll be other Indian batters who've gotten more runs. But in terms of the impact that both Rohit Sharma with the bat and Jasprit Bumrah with the ball have had, can you say that these are the two unsung heroes of India's campaign so far?
Well, most definitely, Rohit Sharma's innings, how he started playing in this World Cup. You see how everything changes after, the knocks he played. He give you that start, what you're looking for as a team. And he, being a leader, he can easily say and that, he also wants to get 100. But no, his intentions are to score quickly for Team India. And that's exactly what Morgan did for England. He changed the course of this one-day game. This is how they're going to play. They're going to continue to hit from ball 1 to the 50th over. And now Rohit started this, that he will play in this manner no matter what. Whoever will come to bowl, he'll go after them. And the day he will, click, obviously team will get a right start. And of course, the Virat, KL, then all the other batsmen can come and take their time. And this team have enough depth in the batting department, so they can score 350 every time they bat, I believe. And same goes with bowlers. Bumrah is someone, no one in the world, no one, I'm saying by all means, is like to face Bumrah. He's that kind of a bowler. You want, that comfort when you're batting. You want to get the ball,
Right.
hitting in the middle. But when Bumrah is bowling, it's not hitting the middle. It's hitting either up or beating you. So Bumrah is obviously one of those, unsung hero in this campaigning so far, but his spell is not
Okay.
far away. He's also going to take 5 wickets. And Robin said a very, very valid and very good point, that this team is doing a lot of things together. But I'll just put one thing, just to add on to that. Happy team is a
Okay.
winning team. And this unit looks like a
Right.
very, very happy unit.